Hi guys.
Chill.
Welcome back.
We're too enthusiastic about this.
So,
For someone,
imagine.
you know what we need to, you know what movie we need to review?
What?
The fucking Slenderman movie. Have you seen it?
I kinda liked it. I didn't like it.
See,
It was shit.
It
First
was
of all,
shit.
she didn't follow the rules and it still worked. Like you're
Mhm.
supposed to keep your eyes closed for all the bells.
Can this be like an eight?
She opened her eyes halfway,
Slenderman movie
and then he
review?
appears. I was like, what's good to the fucking rules if you're not gonna follow them and it's still gonna work?
See, my problem is it's just a ripoff of The Ring.
Was it?
Yeah. Like this cursed like video or tape or whatever. Like that's not like. Don't get me wrong. You can have like it. See, even though like
They could have done it
Slenderman
better.
isn't like a comic book character,
There was
you
like
could still
fan made. There was this fan made movie
also
of Slenderman that I watched a while back.
The CGI was shit.
I don't understand why they only made him CGI. They could have done a lot more with that.
No, they could.
They could have made him look like he had no face at all, but they made it look like he had a face, but it wasn't there at the same time.
The thing about Slenderman is I kind of like the idea of him having like this. Kind of like the shape of a human head, kind of like the skull, like feature, just not the actual like the feature because he has a face, just not facial features. I like the idea of him having like the facial structure of a human, just no eyes, mouth, or nose.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a problem. And here's a big problem in the movie.
In the movie, you know how he put her in like a hallucination.
Mm-hmm.
How'd she get kicked pulled out of it from knocking over a cart?
I don't know.
And couldn't he just stop her from getting coming out of it?
Mm-hmm. I get honestly probably just movie reasons.
He could get her in so many places.
Well, the reason why
but
is because
he
Slender
refused.
in the mythology basically according to like what you'd read, Slenderman just like wants to stalk his victims over like a certain amount of time.
He got the rest of the first friends
I don't
instantly.
Again, probably movie reasons.
They were dropping one by one.
But
she was like, "Hey, I know
problems-
what's going on. I'm just gonna do what they did, but more smart, even though it's still gonna be fucking stupid." And then she gets pulled into the fucking tree. I don't know how the fuck that works.
I don't fucking know. Well, I don't know. See, the problem with the Slenderman movie, CGI. But the main problem with that movie is it's based on the more modern mythology, and the more modern mythology
like the
is
games.
shit. Yeah, like the game. Like, don't get me
The
wrong.
games are good.
The
I
original
haven't
game,
played all of them, but I've
original,
watched someone play it. I watched the game.
The original 8
It's pretty
pages
good.
is fine.
Yeah.
It's just the problem is more modern interpretations of Slenderman stray further from, I think his name was Eric Knudsen. Basically, he goes by. So basically, you know how the origin of Slenderman came to be, right?
Absolutely not.
So back in 2009, you had on the Something Awful forums there was a Halloween contest for like who can create the scariest creature. There was a guy. His name was Eric Knudsen, and I think he went by Victor Surge on the Something Awful forums, and he posted 2 pictures of these Slenderman. And the two original pictures was like the little playground. With like the kid,
and then he's in the back.
Yeah, and he's in the background, like next to the tree with like a ring of kids around him. Then the other's like the kid looking at the camera, like all like upset, and then you just see him in the back. See, the problem is, So in those 2 pictures, honestly, are probably the best example of what Slenderman is. Mm-hmm. It's basically, as a kid, you always think that once you're in your home, you're safe.
Yeah.
But this thing can get you no matter where. Like it will insert
unless your
yourself.
home is like the ceiling's as high as that shelf. You won't be able to touch that.
Well,
unless he's laying down. I've never seen Slenderman lay down in the games or in pictures. Imagine he lays down and he crawls like this.
The point, like a xenomorph. The point is, originally what Slenderman was like, he symbolized basically no matter where you are, you're not safe from this thing, and that's what the more modern interpretation of Slenderman fail to get. They basically they just show like, oh, it's just in the middle of the fucking woods for some reason, and that's not a bad aspect. Like I said, Slender the 8 Pages was a good game.
Mhm.
I really don't understand what the whole point of the pages are. Like, what are they, fucking his fucking diary or something? His fan fiction? No, but
I think someone went us insane and like because he was following them
Mhm.
and drew that, and because he's insane, he can't draw good. He draw that,
See,
and Slenderman just used that.
Slenderman is one of those creepypasta characters that I feel like after a certain amount of time needs like a rewrite. I mean, I think back in 2015 there was a Jeff the Killer rewrite
Yeah,
that like
but
changed not only his like basically it took his story and it actually made it a lot more interesting.
I've never
still
heard
don't-
the original one.
I still don't like Jeff the Killer.
I don't like how many
fucking hate it.
stories there are about him. Like
Exactly.
except for that
Oversat-
one
See-
about that what's his face, Mr. Creepypasta made about having his handmade pillow that's stiff because all the cum.
Oh my god! Stop!
And
Stop!
He's
What
living
the
in his
fuck?
mother's basement, and then Jeff the Killer comes up. He's like shit talking Jeff the Killer, and then he comes down to his basement, beats his ass, and
Oh,
leaves.
I think I've seen that one. That was like years ago though.
Yeah,
That
that was pretty funny.
The original Jeff the Killer story is fine. It's not perfect. It's not good.
I mean, no,
The new
really,
the
none of
new-
them are.
Yeah, there are some creepypastas that are just good.
Mhm.
Some of honestly, some of the ones I read for my channel are some of my favorites. But
A bunch of them that I read, I actually like because
but lot
even
of
the
them need
How
a
to
lot of
Summon Big Daddy.
Jesus
I
Christ,
fucking love that one.
I'm never reading that one by the way.
You should do that, but not like you should like walk out in your home and just scream
no,
the part you're supposed to say out loud.
no, I'm not saying that.
I was gonna do that, but I didn't.
I'm gonna have you read.
I'm
it.
not even running. I would.
I'm gonna
if
have
you
you
read
read it
that-
for my channel.
If you did that, I'd be standing like screaming.
No, I'm gonna
I
have
had
you.
so
No, I'm
much
gonna have
fun with
you
that.
just read the story. I'm not doing.
Oh, I
I'm
can
not
do
reading
that.
it.
I can do that for you.
No, but like, the 2015 rewrite of Jeff the Killer, like getting back on track, that's while it's not a perfect story, it does like make his like character. It actually makes a lot more sense. See, in the original story, he like you've never heard the original Jeff the Killer story? Well, it's like
I just know that
basically
His-
his family moved to like a new town.
Yeah.
They were waiting for the bus. These 3 assholes come up to him and like.
I just
beat him
remember
up.
at a birthday party, one of the guys that
He beats him up. They run away. His brother Lou gets arrested. Takes the blame and gets arrested for it. No, sent to juvie. Then like at the birthday party, they showed up. Like I think murders 2 of them, and then like with the other one like hit him in the head with like fucking bleach and alcohol and like lit it on fire, which makes no sense because I'm pretty sure that wouldn't even. Well, I don't know exactly what would bleach do. I guess it would. I don't know what it does when it touches your skin, or
it doesn't do anything if it touches your skin.
then like one of the stupidest things is that his hair, because that turned his hair from brown to black, which doesn't make any sense. Also,
It's probably because his hair is greasy. Your hair gets darker.
It never said that in the story.
Well,
But
sometimes people
In the new one,
are fucking stupid.
the bullies, basically like, I don't remember how they like met, but basically one of them, his family made him like invite Jeff over and they hung out, and eventually like they went to his dad's like shed, and he actually beat the shit out of him again, and one of them had like a flare gun, and they were like, look, we don't want to get in trouble, let's just say this never happened or something like that. It's been a few years. So I think it was Randy, I think is like the main bully. He was like
Randy.
fumbling around with the flare gun, and it went off and it hit Jeff in the eye. So it changed basically his appearance changed with the story too. No longer does he have like that cut in his face. Instead, he has like a mark. I think it's on the left side of his face. It goes from his like mouth, and it goes up and kind of like cresses to his eye, and his eye is just like I think they described it as like a white bulb, and like part of his like hair is just like singed off. And what happens is, like his parents are fucking assholes in this story. Like Jeff's, like they all they think about is like, what would everybody else think? So he just fucking murders them.
Yeah.
He doesn't murder his brother this time.
He murdered his brother?
In the original story, he murdered his brother, but in this one, he doesn't. But apparently, like, some stupid fucking fan fiction, like, retcon that, like, Lou survived or something in the original story. Again, it's not perfect, but it's honestly it's a much better rewrite.
Apparently.
And there's actually more to it.
His brother became a killer just like him. Except.
It's fucking stupid.
I heard the story was fucking stupid.
What are some old, like, store creepypastas that
Eyeless
are
Jack.
still... Eyeless Jack?
I love Eyeless Jack. I'm gonna read him for my channel.
Like it. See, I'm trying to stay away from stories that are associated too much with, like, the whole... Kind of like the horror. Kind of more like these classic characters. Like,
did I already read? Oh, yes, I did. I just haven't uploaded yet. Eyeless Jack. Because I remember asking you about it. Like, what music I should put in it.
Oh, let me see I have my phone right here. I'm trying to think of some stories. I don't want to add a lot of Slenderman stories.
There's one story. I don't remember what it was, but I want to read it. I mean, Lupus Creepus made his own story about...
Can we, like, cut the part of, like... Can we just, like, cut this video into, like, pieces? Or not pieces, but, like, into two halves. Like, one where we talk about Antrim and the other where we just talk about creepypastas and just upload that separately. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Can I just cut a video in half?
Yeah.
On QCut? Oh, yeah, let's do that. Save.
One thing I do, and I don't think I've ever told anyone this, but I've been doing it since, I think, 2017, for New Year's. I've been doing stories that basically make you ask questions about...
Yeah, like the string theory.
Yeah, like humanity.
Didn't I read Quantum Suicide, too?
I think you did. There
was this, like, a show or movie that referenced that. They called it something else.
I read...
And then I'm like, that's Quantum Suicide. It was about some guy puts his cat in a box. And he doesn't know...
that's a real theory. That's a Schrodinger's cat.
That's what they called it. And I was like, Quantum Suicide.
Well, it's not... No, Quantum Suicide is, like, no matter how many times you try to kill yourself, as long as there's a... Well, because it's not... There's also...
It's a multi-universe thing.
Well, yeah, there's another creepypasta. I read this other creepypasta called Today I Turned 162 Years Old.
Did I send you the video of the birthday where the kid goes to a library, sees a door that's never been there, goes down, and then it tells him when his mother dies, and he's living his whole life trying to forget it?
I don't know. Send it to me if you get the chance.
I think I did. I think I sent it to you on Messenger. But I want to read that. You should read that too.
So the day I turned 162 years old, the way that story goes is this old guy, he says that, you know, I don't remember some of the specifics, but basically when he was if I remember, I can only remember two specific things. He fought World War I with gray hair and sat the second one out with a cane in his hand. And he's like, once I saw the nuclear bomb dropped, I thought I saw an awe. 2 years later, in 1947, one morning his wife passed away, and for an hour he's like, I could just pretend she's still alive. He was like, well, there's there's nothing left to live for. So what he does is he goes to his drawer, pulls out his gun, tries to shoot it. There's a click. Tries to shoot it again. Another click. He fires the whole thing, and it's all click. I think eventually he tried to, like...
hang himself?
No, he tried to, like, swallow a whole bunch of his medication. He just woke up in a pile of his own vomit. And...
Why did he just hang himself?
Well, he goes on to explain that later on, that, like, at his wife's funeral, he's like, I'm gonna let nature take its course. And then, like, a couple decades later, he's like, I'm trying to kill myself again. He jumped off of a bridge, landed in pavement, and was fine. He tried to... He had broken bones, but he lived. He tried to drown himself in a beach, but he woke up, like, face up in, like, the water. And basically he learned that there's something called not quantum. It's called something else in the series, but it's somewhat close to quantum suicide. Where as long as there is a 1%, as long as there is a chance that you could survive, you will survive. So basically, this guy is like immortal in the story, and he basically ends the story is that.
I mean, there's no chance of surviving if your head's cut off. Why didn't you think about that?
Mm-hmm. No, I find the story interesting because basically it kind of ends the story where it's like he asks the scariest part isn't that it happened to me. The scariest part is it might happen to you. So basically, yeah, and it's somewhat similar to quantum suicide. Although I think in the end of the story, the woman was found dead.
The woman?
Yeah, because in quantum suicide, it was like a woman who was like she just because I actually was gonna read it for my channel. Like this was back in 2017, and remember like back in late 2016, this is when I started. The early 2017 was when I lost like the inspiration to just make videos as at all. Like
you haven't even uploaded to your Quake Waves, whatever.
Quake Waves? Drink? No.
No, it was Quake. It was your second channel.
Oh, no, it's Drink Quake. That's what it was. So what happened was, I don't know what it was. I just couldn't find the inspiration. I read the entirety. I actually read a whole story. I read what was it? Gateway of the Mind. And I got the video. I read. I didn't edit it, and I was like, I just can't do this. And I just deleted it. And then for like 6 months, almost 7 months, I just didn't upload a video. But it wasn't until like the summer where I started like getting back into it, especially after like school ended. This was like I think when we were in 10th grade. But I'm trying to think of But yeah, I remember what I was trying to say. So I may actually read Quantum Suicide for next year for 2021 New Year's. But the reason why I did these kind of stories is to basically kind of make you question humanity. The first year I did it was back in 2017, and I think I read Channel Infinity, where you have to do this ritual to basically, I think what it was, it's not just a channel, it's like a series of channels that you only could choose one. And it basically told you some of the more mysterious things in life. Not all of them. I think like some of them was like, how to get a girlfriend or something like that. But I read that one. That one didn't really make a lot of sense. But it wasn't until I think 2019 where I feel like it made a lot more sense. Because that one I uploaded String Theory. And that actually makes you question like humanity. Like, do we have free will? Yeah. This year I did
Tourist Trap.
Nope. No, Tourist Trap was a Redux. I did that one was for...
Because you're Mr. Something Redux? His picture of a fat guy with a chef hat?
Yeah, Mr. Mix.
That has no sound to it. The Redux.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I tried to watch it. It was just a picture of a guy in silence. I'm like, hold up.
Did you not, like, turn up the volume?
I had my volume up all the way.
I know, I swear to God, I had...
I wanted to look at the original, couldn't find it, so I just listened to Mr. Creepypasta.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
What?
This is the second time something like this has happened. Where I uploaded a video and it just does, like, that happened before with one of my Halo videos. It was this one. Like, it just stopped. And basically it would like play 1 second and then it just stops. And it would just play that all the way through. Like, that's annoying as fuck. I don't know what happened to that video.
Did that all the way to the end. So I just listened to Mr. Creepypasta's.
God damn it. That is the second time something like that has happened, and that pissed me off.
Is that an issue with YouTube, or is this the uploading process?
I don't think it was the uploading process, because I remember, it might have been the uploading process, because I remember, because what I do is I listen to my videos, like, before I actually like upload them.
Yeah.
Like I listen to them multiple times during the editing process. I listen to them like just after I'm done editing. Then I export it to my gallery, because like I said, I do all of this on my phone.
Yeah.
I listen to it once in the gallery. Then you know how like you can listen to it right before you upload it. I do that, and it's just annoying.
CuteCut or YouTube?
I do it multiple times during like. I'm gonna have to re-upload that again. God damn it.
Josh,
What?
we're still gonna play Xbox.
In a little bit.
Okay.
It's almost 7 o'clock.
Oh shit.
What time?
I don't know. Just I'll let you know. I'll let him play. I mean, I'm probably gonna end up playing. I think we're gonna play D&D tonight. I may add you to the Discord chat.
Nice.
But
Yeah, that TikTok thing is like taking down videos that are just memes.
that's stupid.
Someone girl did a meme saying like in like an adorable voice saying, "You're so cute. Can I cross your balls now?" It's a meme.
Yeah.
They took it down. She
'Cause
took down
people-
another one.
It's because people don't understand
Humor.
the context, or at least like satire and that kind of shit.
Yeah, like Evangelion. She was just satire. She went on
Was that the fucking
the Hitler's
girl?
birthday thing. She went on the news just to say that it was satire. And now
Well,
her family's in danger
Well, here's the thing,
because
though.
people are
No.
fucked up.
I get like satire and like if people want to do that, fine. But
Yeah.
I feel like she could have done it at least somewhat of a better. I'm not trying to say she did a horrible job at it. Honestly, I remember as a kid, like when I was younger, I thought that was stupid.
I enjoyed it. She had a new YouTube channel, but she also miscarried.
Ooh.
And people were trying to say, well, that's good. You shouldn't have another offspring.
Well-
another one of you. And I was like, that's fucked up. I hope
See,
you have a
Here's the
miscarriage
thing,
so no one
even
has
if
no
they're-
to do you.
like, and that's the thing with freedom of speech. Whether even if it's something like that, like
Yeah.
even if she was serious about that, still like it's good to have that thing around because it allows because if stupid idea, yeah, some people might actually believe that, but that allows people to like look at these and criticize them, like criticize these like views if they were like actually real.
Mhm.
That's the problem with people trying to censor that kind of shit all
Yeah.
the time.
Like, North Korea, if you say that, you'd be killed.
Yeah.
Because censorship.
I'm not trying to say like
Here,
no.
you shouldn't be taken down for saying something other people don't like. That's one of the reasons
No,
why
I will say there are
comedians
things...
don't play it like do anything anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
I'm
they're not
trying
pussies.
to, I'm not trying to say you shouldn't like there are now. I really can't think of a thing right now, but there is one. Few things like you shouldn't say.
Shout fire
that-
in a crowded theater.
Yeah, you should.
You can get arrested for that.
Yeah, you shouldn't like shout
Yeah.
like fire in a crowded theater or bomb in an airplane. But you're.
Or in a court, unless you have Tourette's.
Oh my god.
There was a girl who has Tourette's, and what came out was, I have a bomb.
Oh my god.
And then this guy runs down. He goes, you can't say that. You can't joke around with that. And she tried to explain that she has Tourette's. She goes, I understand Tourette's, but you still can't say that.
If the girl has Tourette's,
She
then
can't control
goddamn.
herself.
But well, most of
And
the
then
times,
she's trying to explain that if he keeps making a big deal about it, it's gonna come out a lot more. And he kept going on and on.
see, well, Tourette's isn't really. From what I've heard, Tourette's really isn't like you saying full words. It's more just like sounds and noises.
Sometimes you say certain things. Sometimes you have muscle spasms, like full on like.
Now
I have a friend who's
I don't know.
Tourette's. He makes this really weird high pitched sound, and he has to touch everything multiple times.
I see.
He accidentally touched my hand once, and he had to like do this, and I hear. I was like, what the fuck? He had to touch my hand like 3 times after that first accident.
I see.
He has to touch a doorknob a certain amount of times.
Mm.
He can't control that, so she can't control her
Well,
words.
yeah. Just because if they can't control it, don't get fucking mad at them.
Yeah.
Like it's like I don't care who you think you are. Don't get pissed at someone just because they have something that they can't control.
I gotta start it off about Antrim. We just
This
fucking
is just-
spiraled out. This has been going on for 37
Look,
minutes.
having conversation, that's, you know, it's
Yeah.
fun. You know, you get to, you know, even if you're off topic, you get to, like, have, like, interesting conversations. I mean, hell, you could probably just, like, upload this whole video just like, hey, this is,
We're having a chat.
we're just having
We're
a chat.
jamming on something.
My friend when saw it, he goes, Discord, he goes, so, I became Emperor of China on accident. Oh my god.
Is there gonna be any more Transformer movies? You think? By Michael Bay specifically?
By Michael Bay, no.
That's gay.
No, because
I fucking love the Michael Bay movies.
Here's
I don't
from what
like
I've
Transformers that much. Like, it's
I-
a good series. Yeah, I know
seen.
you love
You
them,
know I love Transformers.
but I don't like them that much. But I love the Michael Bay movies. It would be
don't
cool
think-
if they brought Sam and Mark Wahlberg. I don't know who the fuck Mark Wahlberg's character is, but if they brought Sam and Mark Wahlberg together, imagine how good that would be.
Hold on. Cade Yeager, that's his name.
Imagine Sam and Cade Yeager. Like,
No,
joined forces.
see, I don't think they're... No, Michael Bay, I think, is done with the franchise. But I think they are making more movies. I think, from what I... So,
I don't like,
from what I've heard, they're making a Bumblebee sequel. I think they're making a sixth one to, like, follow up The Last Night. And I think... Now, I don't know if they're still making this, but they were, I think, plans to make a Beast Wars movie. I don't know.
I mean, they
I don't know how
kinda have to
I don't
make a
think
sequel.
You're very familiar with Beast Wars.
isn't it like Transformers with dinosaurs.
In a way, yes. So
Wouldn't the
Beast Wars-
T-Rex dinosaur or Transformer from The Last Night, wouldn't
Mhm.
that be part of Beast Worlds too?
No, because Beast Wars is different. See, in the
Oh.
original Beast Wars show,
Mhm.
you have the Maximals and the Predacons, and they are like descendants of the Autobots and Decepticons. The Maximals and both the Maximals and the Predacons, they're like tiny.
Could you explain like clearer?
Okay.
Explain like I've never seen
Okay.
anything related
You
to
have so
Transformers.
good guys, bad guys.
Okay.
Beast Wars, you have the descendants of the good guys, and then the descendants of the bad guys. They end up going back in time to prehistoric Earth while the original good guys and bad guys were asleep. And they fought there.
So are the good guys and the bad guys the original Decepticons and the Autobots?
Yes.
All right, so they're descendants of
So the
Optimus
new
Prime
good guys are the descendants of the
and
Autobots.
the Megatron.
And the Megatron, yes.
Yes, Megatrons.
Well, well, here's the thing. You have a second Megatron.
Yeah.
The descendant of the original Megatron.
Yes.
He turns into a purple T-Rex. A purple T-Rex.
Oh.
Purple
You said
T-Rex.
portable, and I was like, "Where is this going, Josh?"
No, they're small. Like, they're much smaller. So the reason,
Yeah.
if I remember, it's like to save energy, they like made themselves into like smaller bodies. This guy isn't it. This is like a
Wait
fucking.
a minute.
This is a Target Master. or
Wait a minute.
Battle Master.
Something's not right. Something's not right here.
It's fucking Teen Titans Go. Jesus Christ.
He's a person.
It's weird. This show sucks. No, but like, so
Yeah.
and Beast Wars basically, they the energy that they consume called
Mhm.
energon. Apparently, prehistoric Earth was like had so much radiation that if a transformer went out without like without a protective layer, they would fucking Bless me. And they would fucking like just I guess go offline from like how much radiation there is.
So die?
Yeah, I think they would die. So they would adopt these like protective like organic forms. Like their metal would straight up just turn into like organic shit. Like they would turn into animals. I mean, the descendant of Optimus Optimus Primal turns into a fucking gorilla.
Mm.
Megatron turned into a T-Rex.
What about the Bumblebee?
Bumblebee? There's no Bumblebee.
He doesn't have a descendant? That's
Um,
gay.
No, you do. The closest you have to Bumblebee is Waspinator, and he is a Predacon. He has a very annoying voice.
What does he turn into?
fucking wasp. Transformers Animated did do something interesting where you had a character named Wasp who basically looked like Bumblebee, and throughout the show actually ended up becoming Waspinator, and it's actually interesting. But yeah, Beast Wars, it's in the original Generation 1 cartoon timeline, but it's...
What about the Hasbro timeline?
There's no Hasbro timeline, what?
You know the show with Hasbro that had Sam in it? And they made him look nothing like Sam? He basically looked like that.
Transformers
That
Prime?
Bumblebee right there. The smallest shit
I
one.
have no idea. My brother got it, the Studio Series. So, yeah, the Studio Series, which is like a toy line that basically focuses on more of the like the actual like movie designs of the characters, like this.
Yeah,
like
that's
this.
the guy that smokes cigar.
No, that's not Hound. This
Oh.
is Long Haul. No, they actually haven't created a character of Hound for the Studio Series yet. But actually, so they're focusing now instead of doing the movie designs, they're actually, well, they still are, but right now they're putting a hold on that, and they're doing something called a subline called Studio Series 86, where they're focusing on the original 1986 movie. They have Hot Rod, they have Jazz, Grimlock, Cup. Trying to think. I think Scourge. Cyclonus is yeah, Cyclonus I think is Kingdom, which is the third of the War for Cybertron trilogy.
We've almost been filming for an hour.
Welcome to our official podcast.
Not yet.
Hey now.
You're an all-star.
We originally made this video because we were talking about a movie.
It just got blurry.
Then we switched.
It just got blurry.
Hi. Then we switched. No, we were talking about one movie. We switched to another. We started talking about creepypastas. Then eventually, you just turned to like freedom of speech, and now it's Transformers. Like what the? Goddamn.
We should get back on topic though. Okay, Antrim.
It's okay. If you want to watch it.
Nothing happened to us. Other than
fine.
2020. Worst filler episode ever. Filler series.
No, it's not. No, it's more than episodes. A whole season. It was just bad.
You mean series?
No, honestly, I take back what I said earlier. I think it's more of a season.
Nah.
Goddamn.
But isn't
You
a
think
season like 1 month? That was more than 1 month of fucking pay.
You think the aliens are looking down on us and like this episode?
This episode.
This episode,
Stupid.
the 2020 episode of Earth was fucking crazy. What's gonna happen next?
What's gonna happen next?
No, there's only one thing that happened to us when we were watching Atron.
I got bored.
We both wanted to watch a different movie.
Yes. Except I was content.
Content?
Yeah,
What?
content.
With what?
The movie, making sure I finished it.
Yeah. No, I wanted to finish it too.
I was
'cause-
supposed to watch it with a girl, and I was like, know who would watch this with me? My buddy Josh. Drinks over here.
Hi,
Hi!
I'm Streetways.
I wish,
I have YouTube
you know-
channel too.
Gizzy had Converse sponsor him.
What's Converse?
Converse?
I don't fucking know what a Converse
The
is.
shoes I'm wearing right now?
I'm not a
The
shoe.
shoes that I've always
I'm
worn?
not a shoe fucker.
They gave him water-resistant shoes so he could put his shoe in his pool and it wouldn't get wet. And then he looked at the camera and said, "Don't be putting your shoes in water.
And then his shoe got wet.
This is water-resistant, not waterproof." And I'm like, I'd want Converse to sponsor. I'd want NOS to sponsor me.
You want NOS?
Yeah. So basically,
never tried
Monster
NOS.
Energy.
I've tried Monster.
It's made by the company that makes Monster
Never
Energy.
had NOS.
But NOS is like a citrusy taste. It tastes great. If you drink Jack Daniels and use NOS as a chaser, You can't taste the Jack at all.
I'm dumb as fuck.
You just have to.
Chaser is like you drink it straight afterwards, right?
Except I don't need a chaser anymore.
I don't drink.
Yeah, you
He
fucking
does.
pussy.
I'm sorry, I like Coke. I'm sorry, I like soda.
Really, with Jack, I think it was Jack or something. You mix it with Coke.
Yeah, I mean you have Coke and rum.
Yeah, you could drink that. Get your Coke fix. You could use Dr. Pepper.
Coke is
Probably.
Good, though. Pepsi's good, but Coke is
No,
better.
Dr. Pepper.
Coke is better.
I thought you loved Dr. Pepper.
No, I like Dr. Pepper, but no longer is it my favorite. It's probably honestly Mountain Dew.
You can mix Jack with Mountain Dew. That's what we did with I did with my brother.
Yeah. I had this awful swamp water from fucking.
What?
Swamp water is a term. It is given to when you like mix multiple sodas. You
Want to
never
mix
done
multiple sodas so I could try swamp water?
that? No, that's what it's. Well, that's what my parents called it. So basically, what I did on New Year's was I mixed like this fucking
A lemonade vodka?
Great Value
Sam's Cola?
Coca-Cola. No, Great Value cream soda with like Dr. Thunder and this. I think I want to say same like Great Value root beer, and my parents had some of this like blue stuff.
Some of this blue stuff.
It's like it's alcoholic. What?
Well, I know how long 6 feet is.
Yes, I know how long 6 feet is. Bye.
So that's how long Josh is. Should have known. Isn't he like 6 foot tall?
Who?
Josh. Colin.
Twin Tower Josh?
Yes. Is that really what we call him?
That's what Skylar called him. No, yeah, he's probably a couple inches over 6 feet. Yeah, he's definitely taller than me. Definitely taller than Skylar.
He's taller than anyone.
So
Other like Brandon. Right?
Brandon's fucking tall.
Yeah, I saw he works at the hospital now.
Dude, the last time I actually talked to Brandon was on Halloween. We came home from. So basically on Halloween.
I should have came over here Halloween instead of drinking with my friends.
Well, no.
Then I didn't even get to drink with.
we
I
were-
was about to fuck.
We were. We were.
One of the girls that was there, she's pretty hot. She was going as a slutty purge. That's what she told me. And I asked this girl next to me at work, what is slutty purge? And she was, oh, they're cute costumes.
Like the
Why?
movie series, like the Purge.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. And then she looked at me and goes, this girl is dressed like this, and you're going to be drinking with her. You're going to fuck her tonight. You both are fucking. And I was like, I hope so.
Did you?
No, I went home.
God damn
And
it!
apparently, as I was going home, they were right behind me.
What
And I feel shitty because I had to work tomorrow. I had to work the next day.
Virginity protected.
Oh, it wasn't protected. It's been gone long before that.
Damn, what the fuck? What was I gonna say? Oh,
I
so
coulda
basically,
fucked.
it was this blue.
I don't even know what I did last
Drink.
night. I could have
Oh
fucking
my
not
God,
remember
that,
it.
That shit tasted like. I don't know. It's fucking disgusting. It wasn't
The
that
blue
disgusting.
drink is probably UV blue. It's blue raspberry flavored vodka.
No, it wasn't vodka. It was like So basically, my
Daddy,
parents,
daddy.
No, what my parents do. My dad does this. Basically, sometimes I would mix it with like their Pepsi. But also, like my dad, he does this. He would take when we have in the summer when we have watermelon, he will like take some of the watermelon juice, put it in a cup, put that blue stuff in a cup, and then you actually take some of the piece of watermelon and put it in it and like drink it like that. He really likes it.
Your parents let you drink, or would they?
A few times.
My parents will call the police on me if they found out.
Then don't. Why are you saying anything, dumbass?
So, one day,
But it's
because
not
I
like-
have to work
it's
so
not
much,
like
my
I've done
room
it-
was.
It's not like I've done it like all the time. No, it's like plus I'm 19.
Mhm.
It's not like oh he's 10 years old and like he's giving him all like
This isn't Russia, Josh.
what are you gonna do? Fucking come to my house and tell me not? No, like
They would
I'm
call
not- I'm
CPS.
fucking-
They'd most likely
I'm
call
an-
CPS because
I'm an
people are
adult.
asshole. Yes.
I'm legally an adult.
I could go to college and drink there, and no one would say, "Hey, you stop that, you youngin." They'd be like, "Oh, it's what college kids do." What's the difference between going to college and not going to
I
college?
guarantee there are
You're not in
millions
debt,
of
don't.
other kids that are just. I guarantee there are millions of other people my age that drink a lot more than I ever have.
I'm pretty sure I drink the same amount as
Like-
them, and I don't drink that often.
I no like there was that one time over the summer,
Mhm.
in that one time in New Year's, like in like the past like 5 months, I was like twice.
I've
Like,
drank
I don't
like
do it
3
often.
times
I
this
mean,
month.
Yeah, in September, yeah, I got
Or last
I
month.
got buzzed, but that was like everyone like I didn't drive. I don't have my driver's license. I don't drive. I was in my yard at home, and later that night when we were done with everything, when we were done with that little fire pit, I just went upstairs and I fucking
Went to bed?
went to bed.
That's what I did.
Like I didn't
I
vomit.
didn't-
I remember a lot from that night. I remember a lot of what I did. I don't remember everything I said, but that's not because I was drunk. It's more or less because of how much time has passed. But I don't do it often. If someone's actually gonna complain, they're like, "Oh, you're 19. You shouldn't be drinking." Shut the fuck up. I don't do it often.
Yeah.
I've done it like twice. Once getting buzzed. The other was like I had a little.
I
Like chill your fucking beans, dude.
the day after New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, I had to work at 12.
You were hungover.
I blacked out that night. I was staring at Brooke, and it was dark. Dark out. It was still middle of the night.
From what
Next moment,
I don't know if this is true.
she
but
is
I
not
have
on the
heard-
couch anymore sitting. She is frogging around the living room. I'm still sitting up. The sun's out. I'm like, what the fuck? It was 8 o'clock in the morning.
You
And
should
I'm
just
like,
upload
what?
this whole video as just like,
Dicking her.
Atrium review, Slenderman review, and more.
And more.
The podcast.
I'm gonna be making a podcast. I have my own thing on Anchor.
What's Anchor?
It's a podcast app.
Oh.
You have to link your bank account to that, and you have to read like something to like promote people
Like
to.
a sponsor.
Yeah, you have to read something to promote people to get it.
See, the podcast that I do a couple times with a few friends, we basically, it's, a couple of them are live on Twitch, and we just talk.
You know, Twitch is banning people for copyright music, even if it's their own music. You know who
Like
Herman Lee is? The guitarist for Dragon Force. He played one of his own songs
Really?
on Twitch, and he got banned.
That's so stupid.
Yes, he was mad because he's usually on Twitch all the time.
It's actually really funny if Twitch is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna what if someone got banned for using music, but the person who made the music themselves was like, hey, you can use the music, it doesn't matter, go ahead. I really don't understand why people need to be so stringent about this thing.
Mm-hmm. It's like YouTube.
YouTube has.
If you get permission to use it, and
DMCA
someone
problem.
who does not own that music files a copyright claim on that,
Mm-hmm.
you can get in trouble. Even if it's not their music,
I-
and you got permission from the people.
I have a couple.
made the
I have
music.
a couple claims on my videos. It's more.
I don't give a
really
shit about that. I have claims for a fucking elevator sound,
That's stupid.
and it wasn't even real elevator sound. It was rumbling.
See, some of these people. See, some of the things, some of the DMCA things, are probably just because people are just assholes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even probably just the company. It's probably just people are being assholes about it.
There's this company that, those viral videos. This company buys these viral videos, and if you use even a second of a video,
You
get in trouble.
That's a very fucking scumbag.
They-
Whatever
it's a company in India too.
What happened to fucking free use?
I know. If you use a picture, like a 0.5 second
I'm trying to think,
video
hold
of a
on.
cat,
There is a.
if they own that video of the cat, you'll get in a lot of trouble, and they'll try to sue you. They did it with MXR Plays. They were extorting money out of them, and then they finally like, hey, we're not doing this. And then
Hold on, I'm
they
trying
threatened to
think
go to
of-
court, and they don't have a lawyer. They can't
That's
get a
bullshit.
lawyer. They did it with Raymond Johnson,
Really?
and they only won
Is he
one
still
case against
around?
him. Yeah, He just doesn't do what he used to. He doesn't do Your Favorite Martian anymore. But the one case they won was for an iPhone. Some guy opened the iPhone, a box of the iPhone, and it fell out and broke. And it was a new iPhone. And he goes, Apple should make better cases or boxes or better packaging.
I'm trying to think.
Because he wasn't adding anything, like, to the video. He was just stating like a fact or something like that, saying an opinion. He lost that one case out of all the cases they filed against him, because the rest were fair use.
Mm-hmm.
That one was deemed not fair use because he didn't add anything extra to it. He just stated what's going on in the video.
That's stupid.
I understand the last one, but the fact that they kept going is bullshit. There should be a limit to how many times you can take someone to court to sue them. Because with civil court, you can go as much as you want. As much as you have the money, you can do as much as you want.
Jeez.
Criminal court is one and done.
Hold on, I'm trying to think of Facebook.
I was saying something, I forgot. Fucking news.
Oh,
I never subscribed to that, and it keeps popping up.
I'm not gonna mention this guy because he's an asshole, and I don't want you saying his name because this guy, he apparently he will straight up take down your fucking content.
Why?
I don't know if you ever met this guy. I'll have to tell you about him, or at least I'll send you a video. Basically, this guy, no matter how much, he is the worst comedian of all time. This guy. Apparently, what he will do is he's an extreme narcissist, and what he will do, he even for multiple people, he has sent emails of how much he is more successful than them, and he brags about his life, and and
have you met this man?
No, I've never met this man.
Why'd you ask me if I met him?
I never asked if you met him.
You said you may not have met him, but
I meant I don't know if you've heard of him. That's what I meant. Basically, he apparently trying to think. The point is, what I'm trying to say is, he will, even if you use 1 second of his thing of anything he's been in, he'll fucking copyright claim it or something, which is bullshit. Because it's not fair use is a fucking thing anymore.
Josh.
What?
Can I stay up here for a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. What were we talking about?
I don't even remember. Oh, fair use, isn't it if you can use it if you give?
I think it's for I think it's if
you put in a disclaimer who actually made it.
I'm gonna look
give them
fair use.
Well,
when people use meat, well, here's my question.
Use meat.
No, I was gonna say memes.
Oh,
I'm trying to think
they don't need to put who made it, right?
I'm not 100% sure. That's why I was gonna look it up. But no, fair use. I feel you should be able to use. Basically, if you
wouldn't that promote his shit?
Fair. In U.S. copyright law, the doctrine that brief. I have no idea how the fuck you pronounce that.
U.S. copyright law, the doctrine that brief excerpts of copyright material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching, and research, without the need for permission from payment to the copyright holder. So you. I mean, you can sue him, and you'd win.
Well, the point is, what I'm trying to say is, with fair use, Like even entertainment, that should count as like fair use.
Yeah.
Like for example,
Fair use goes for everything.
like for example,
If
one
if it can be used for copyright, fair use can
yeah, like,
come into play.
how much I love Doom.
Yeah.
One of my favorite games. I haven't completed this game yet, but one of my favorite games is Doom Eternal.
Mhm.
And in that game, there's such a meme basically where it's like you need to like use the BFG 10,000 to like blow a hole into the surface of Mars so you can go through a portal to get like to this ancient city. And Dr. Samuel Hayden's like, you can't just shoot a hole into Mars, and it's the funniest shit of all time because you look at him, he's like, in my mind I hear the Doomslayer be like, bitch, watch me, and you just fucking do it.
Does he actually say that?
He fucking what? No, he doesn't say it, but it's basically no. But basically, while playing through, because the mission I'm talking about is called Mars Core.
Fucking John Wick right there.
Hold on.
We've been filming or recording
Over an
for
hour.
an hour.
This is from, I don't know how you pronounce them. Really good channel. OYFF. O.
Oif?
Oif.
Oif?
I don't know how you pronounce it, but he's a really funny guy. Hold on. Very funny. Baby.
Alright, guys.
Uh,
That's it for today. See you next
yeah,
time.
it's 7 p.m.